Hi, hello, welcome to the Oracle Councilorship brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess of Lucy. I'll be your Oracle today. I was sent to deliberate some findings. As I said, for the Oracle Councilorship. Right now, alive in me is well, okay. There was something for the divine partnership, the twin union. And we're gonna come very kind of bare bones right now. I tried to start the work day today, it didn't happen. I was up early. I didn't get into the gate and get the work done the way I wanted to. So, I mean, at least for the channel here, let's just see kind of where we are a little bit more in the third dimension, a little bit more humble, a little bit more feet on the ground perspective of a reading today. We're going to call this karma, karmic key, whatever. Let's just call whoever the other person is, let's give her the name of Carmela and move on and move forward. Okay. If it's not a person, it would be an energy of ideology internal to us, or an entity if it's in the spiritual. And I've been getting these energies a lot today. So if we are a priestess, if we do have that sacred devotion, if we feel like we're a lioness, maybe we're melanated. It ain't always black melanin, okay? You know, early in the game for me, I had a priestess sister one time. We're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You know, she's talking about some work that she was doing, ritual space, ceremony space, and there was a swatting going on. Apparently, special ops that came through the door, you know, guns ablazing, and whatever spirit was running through her, when she moved her arms towards them, they all moved back. So I do feel like there's a wave of this kind of energy, like we're having these goddess moments, or we're having these priestess moments, or we're having these mama moments, whether it's spiritual mama, big mama, you know, mother lion, lioness, mother goddess kind of energy, where basically it's not always like we're protecting, but it is where we're commanding the space. Work is happening. I'm keeping spiritual house right now, and you're in my way. Excuse me, young sir. Do we have a problem? Please let me know, and I'll act accordingly. Please have your affairs in order, all the same. That's kind of where we are, because we don't really have the time, or it's really not our problem, or it's really not our job. I'm getting that in some kind of way, some kind of shape, some kind of form or the other. It's like the conscious aspect, the conscious form of our subconscious is coming to the fore, and all these, you know, blinding insights, all these blinding flashes of the obvious are stepping forward, stepping to the fore, and it's execution time. It's go time. It's go 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 time. It's not a sit, a stand, a freeze, and him haw moment. We ain't in that space no more. It should have been done clear already. We should have been done executing already. We should have been done got ready. We should have been staying ready in some kind of way, in some kind of shape, in some kind of form or another. Now, luckily for us, it's that moment before the moment happens, where the recognition, it's like where you catch on before everybody else catches on, like you catch yourself before everybody else catches you. It's like your fly is down, or you have spinach in your teeth, you catch it before anybody else catches it, kind of moment. So there's just a lot of things in the environment communicating back to us that we need to fix or shift or evolve something. We're getting that adjusting feedback. It's in the shape of things being able to come in, or things coming in that we're not able to move as quickly, because our house is not in order. We're disorganized, we're disoriented. We've left the predator space and gone into prey, meaning we were exposed in some way, we are exposed in some way. First, we were exposed by being a gullible idiot, a babbling fool running around into situations with wounding. It was even worse. It was even compounded because we would double down on stupid. Our intuition, our instincts, our intellect, our insight would let us know, hey, don't go through that gate, don't go through that door with this little person and that karma. Don't get involved in that. But we would do it anyway for whatever reason. Then it trickled down because then we were given the opportunity to recognize that we were weak in some way, usually spiritual weakness. Okay, a lack of discipline, a lack of chutzpah, a lack of cojones. Okay, get up and get some, or just stand firm and be about it. Some aspect origin of that, right? So that was the triple down. Us realizing that we didn't have that when before we were just ignoring our intuition when we already knew what we ignored anyways. And the first one being that we were just conned into foolery and effery because we were really buying BS and co-signing BS because we were really stuck on stupid because we were walking around, wandering around wounded. We needed some love and we couldn't give it to ourselves, right? So a man was a plan at the time, right? Okay, so this fourth issue is that we're being reminded of the things that we've been slow or refusing to change, but we're aware of them. So it's hard-headed, not stupid. It's hard-headed, not dumb. Stupid is much worse than unintelligent. Stupid means you know the right thing and you don't do it anyways. It's stupid to jaywalk across the street when there's a police cruiser sitting right there, or to do silly things in front of your children that only adults should do. You hear what I'm saying? It's some things are stupid and some things are dumb. Dumb means unintelligent. You would do better if you knew better. Stupid means you knew better and you didn't do better. So we're in this space right now. I'm getting Five of Cups energy, which is the Death card and the Tower card. It's Mars and Scorpio. And then there's something about don't push yourself, don't push it before, all right, something's going too slow. But we've already said no. Okay, so we might be getting some aggression, and it might not always be from a masculine, which is even worse, but there's someone around. Okay, but this person's masculine in their demeanor. Okay. So somebody wants something and they're not able to manipulate us the way that we read. They're getting too many false positives, so they're stumbling into madness because they're stuck on stupid, really. Okay. Well, clever con ain't never from a clever hoe. That's just the thing. The thing that the hammer don't understand is everything to a hammer looks like a nail. Okay. So only a real hoe can recognize a real hoe. Devil's gonna do what devil's gonna do. So if you on some stupid issue, you're gonna be all about some stupid issue. You're gonna do stupid things. You're gonna look stupid, act stupid, sound stupid, be stupid. That's how that works. Okay, what do they say? Lay down with dogs where you get up with fleas or whatever. Like, hold on now. Okay. So I'm gonna leave that be. We're just gonna do like something kind of below and a grid and a dirty. What we're gonna do is sweep it away, push it out, define the boundary, whatever, what have you. Yeah, we are something that's extremely special. We are very, very, very shared, beloved, Wuduvi. So we're a very special child of the goddess. We're highly favored, blessed, chosen, and anointed. I don't want to stop it. So we've already said no to something, and there's a boundary pusher. And I am getting that it can very much be cowgirl. Ooh, okay. So I'll subdue whatever, just so we're clear. I will be gracious. I just need to, it's just going to be low common denominator. So it's going to deal with a lot of more of that, whatever, host. whatever happens in this earth and with the unawakened and the miserly and the embittered and okay. It's just Guan come through. We need to get out of the way, push on to some other, get back to the white light and the purity and whatever. Okay. That's just that on that, all right, darling? I'll get down to it. So we have ourselves the Imperatore. So this will be a capa again. So we have the Imperatore Diamanti, the Emperor, and the Lover's card with the Two of Cups. So the Divine Masculine has been online, is looking back from the future into the past, seeing where the Divine Feminine is. So this might be a message about the love. I wasn't coming through, pushing through to do that, because there was a specific prompting to get me here to the channel, and it ain't with us right now. It ain't here right now. So anyways, we have the Emperor. I'll be gatekeeping with the Force today, and the Emperor. So that's fascinating. The Emperor came right back. We were first supposed to have some guidance from the Tower card. That was the intention. And the Lover's card, Amati had to speak. So that's Indra. It is the day. We have Mr. H, Shango in the Orisha, the Riverland. Also, Mami in the river, mainly Oshu. Then we go straight to the symmetry with the goddess also known as Storm, we'll say. I don't want to call too many names. Like I said, it's the Karmika, Carmela on the low. I didn't do all my little preparations to be calling no spirits, acting stupid, looking stupid, being dirty. You know, I ain't musty, dusty, crusty, but I don't feel right. But we already had that pull through come through, because we have Madvud Vipa is what I'm hearing. So it's the goddess and her priestesses, but like it's like the community, the society of priestesses. And like there's little niggles, little squiggles, little harpers, little yodels, little bugaboos. They need a little attention, the little rakshasas and the asuras, the hungry demons that want to get a little attention from whatever. However, it ain't gotta be harmonic, it ain't gotta be divine, it ain't gotta be in alignment. It's just gotta be whatever. So they don't care how they get incarnated. They're fine being the bacteria on the asshole hair of a donkey. As long as they get born, they're fine. Okay, oh, that's not divine. You're too hungry. You be conscientious, have an intention. Okay, you can do better than the bacteria kingdom. And you could also choose to reside somewhere better than an anus. But okay, people make their choices, so whatever. I'm being abstract. I know a few of us are following. I'm very abstract. This may seem like some rant. It is not. I'm saying something very specific. We are divine priestesses, so we belong to the heaven of priestesses. We are attendants of the Most High in the form of a goddess. Okay, so the source of all divinity, the source of all creation. And it's through royalty, divine royalty. It's really what it is. So we've been escorted to the inner chamber of the divine feminine, expressed as Adi Shakti. We've been escorted there by the Lord of the higher heaven. So the heaven that sits above the earth. We're here on Burloka, right? Okay, so Indraloka, Svagloka. Okay. Indra has escorted us to the chambers of Adi Shakti. It's the easiest way for me than language. Okay. Another language that's been given to me is we are amongst the society of attendants to the heavenly host, known as Adi Shakti. Okay, so some of us have the goddess, house goddess Trivira Sundari. Okay. Someone here has Bhudevi as a household goddess. So this is mostly Lord Vishnu, like so it's all about devotion to life and about being stewards of the incarnation experience and assisting them for using their life itself as the vehicle for their liberation through samsara. Like they need to come into birth, come into flesh, and seek the spirit, seek the Lord organically of their own free will, and live, align their lives to that, and face all the karmas that come up through that choice, through that vow. And we are priestesses that assist humanity in that kind of activity. I hope I'm Englishing. This is too difficult. Okay. I thought we were gonna go dark because I felt dirty and musty, dusty, rusty, but I'm not, and it's all good. Faith. I also didn't want to go to bed with a day of no work right now. I wanted to get back into things. We have lots of love, one, and humility. So the ancestors are here, and we're leaning into devotion. I was talking about being weak in our spirit. We were in the beginning. That's how we kind of showed up. And we had to get slapped around, punched around externally, and the blessings had to be converted to purely protection spiritually, so that we could wake up, we could hear some things. Okay. But also, we are beloved, beshirt by the goddess. Okay. We are beloved by the goddess. So our spirit, our patron is heaven itself, the heaven, and also our spirit, two of cups is with this. So this is, I mean, there's so many. I just say Adi Shakti. I mean, every pantheon has like a goddess that represents the great mother. Mahalakshmi, Navdurga, Mahakali. It's not so much her, but no, Shakti, Adi, it's Shakti, it's Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti. It's the great mother. It's the great mother. Okay, but if the strength card comes out, because I am also getting an Aparna, something about, remember that mama goddess, we need to take care of humanity. We need to, there's something about taking this oath to steward humanity, to use her life as a vehicle for the spiritual liberation, for the spiritual ascension, and all this whole shit, all this bullish, all this F-ish, all this, what the F is this-ish, needs to be put down. That's for the devil, that's for the other hoes, that's for the other little crabs in the little buckets, in the little barrels, during the little whatever that is, whatever that looks like. Have it, be great with it. Peace be upon you. Enjoy that. We're over here about ushering in a world of spiritual liberation, and we do that by using our life itself as an example worth following, a story worth telling. And how we do that is through immersing ourselves and our lives in the mysteries of the Lord, known as Lord Shiva, known as Lord Vishnu, known as living our life as a Brahmin, a teacher, a preacher, a guide, an apocalyptic midwife, somebody who holds the sacred space of a human coming into their consciousness, their awakening, and doing that work. What is the work? What does that work look like? It's through facing, confronting the low, whatever, that fundamental darkness. Okay, so that's the message. So let's begin here. So we're gonna travel to this apocalypse or pre-apocalyptic ground. This is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting. Okay, so it's a war zone in some kind of sense because we've been stripped in some way. So something is devoid of something. That's just the message. Okay, so tower and the chariot, that's the war. So this is what. So it's a spiritual war. Five of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. It's a spiritual war for access or rulership of the eternal kingdom. Somebody wants a way because they have a whole bunch of ways, a whole bunch of feelings. But with the Seven of Cups, it's illusion, delusion, confusion. Okay, and there needs to be some kind of triumph. So this is going to be what's called a successful ending. Okay, but it will have to come through, unfortunately, a use of power, conflict, force. especially it's compounded with the chariot there. So as I said, we're looking for a way to win. Somebody's looking for a way to win. And frankly, we did come up against problems with another. We were victorious. And with another, it's just the energy of other. It can be entity, enemy, ideology. And ultimately, what it was is that we would get tried, we would get tested, and we just had to state something or address something in a manner as if it were effortless to show the universe that we were ready for something so that the rest of folks would feel or take on the recognition of the energy we've been putting out all the time. That energy we have been putting out all the time was causing hosts to act a fool, whatever that was, ho-ish, whatever, I don't know. Okay, whatever. When a hoe would come across us, they would act some kind of way, man or female. They would just be stupid, look stupid, act stupid. Okay, and ultimately be diabolical or just harmful or karmic at the very least. Not everybody intends to be an obstacle. A lot of the times they do. Um, so it's the same energy that we're putting out, but now people are going to just not think that they should mess with us. But before they would get a kick out of messing with us because we're standing in our power now. So that was the shift. That was the thing that heaven needed to see. I stand in our power, but on our end, it's just a recognition. We found contentment on our own. We don't need others anymore. Whatever they do, whatever they look like, they ain't got nothing. All they can do is give us 5 of Pentacles. All they can do is give us 7 of Cups. That's all they got. That's all they got. That's all they got. That's all they is. So what does that mean? Untouchable, illusion, delusion, confusion. It's swamp ass hoes. You can hang out with these heifers, but we're gonna fall into a ditch, and it's fine. Just don't be surprised if it's all messed up all of a sudden. If you lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. That's just what's up. And hey, maybe you're about that. Great. I ain't got no judgment, baby. If that's what you want, go do it. I'm all about that for you, but I ain't about it for me. Don't work for me. It's not what I'm trying to get for my life. I'm trying to live in the light. I'm trying to live in the white. I'm trying to be righteous, and I'm trying to be well. That's it. That's all. I'm trying to come through. Coming through is all I ever want to do. What you about? What you about? Okay. So this 5 of Pentacles, that means untouchables. Their soul is bankrupt. It's devoid of spirit because they're not using it. And then 7 of Cups means that they're the swamp people. Illusional, delusional, confusional. They can be conjurers, so people that do lesser magic in the prayer version, the prayer kingdom. Okay, and then or that prayer faction, and then there is a little bit of more of a harsher magic here because we do have the devil horns. It can be that illusion, that glamour, that smoke screen. Okay, even sometimes mirror, but we don't have the moon card. So I'm just putting that out there. I'm getting something not particularly pleasant, but we're going through. I was gonna say the end of inevitable conflict, but also like what I heard was light at the end of the tunnel. So I feel like the light at the end of the tunnel is once a conflict happens, once a fight happens, it pushes us to a spot. Sometimes I try to avoid something, and then when I just surrender to it, it changes me. And like I've learned that I'm very sensitive to, like I would come off strong before and like have rigid boundaries and things of that nature, and it hasn't really shifted all too well. But I'm able to talk about and disclose and discuss a lot more about things, and also like it's because the nervous system is like stressed out. It's not always about what we're thinking, what we're processing. There's things going on in the body, things going on in the mind that have been put there by trauma or cemented in by trauma as other language. Um, oh, okay, so the cards came. Yeah, we have to go slow. So patience. I'm talking about perspective and awareness. If we just take a beat, take a pause, because people are going to come at us really fast, and also there's a lot that we're missing. we're not believing that other people would do us dirty. We think everybody has a great heart, has a great soul, has a great spirit. No, these are people that are depressed and despair and they're weak. They don't live with contentment like we do, and they think we have everything because we're happy, but we actually have nothing. We have less than they have. And I'm not always talking about cash money, dollar bills, or possessions, or whatever, what have you. But yeah, they also deceive themselves, so they're always anguished and mental pain because when they come around people like us, they're giving examples, or they're having to confront, or probably both. They're giving examples and forced to confront the BS that they live in, and how they abscond away from God, and so they see God's wonder in our life, and they don't know what to do with that. They see how the Lord, how the universe, how the goddess touches us, blesses us, arms us with love, with blessings and abundance. And it's not always cash money, dollar bills. Sometimes we struggle in that department, but we have contentment. Our soul is rejuvenated. We have happiness in the depths of our spirit in a way that they can't fathom, or however they see it. It causes the green demon to come. That's part of their karma, blessings to their healing, right? Let's wrap this up. Let's close this out. See what we got going on. Okay, so let's just put them on pause, put them on ice, put them on break. That is the Lord Shiva, by the way. Okay, so there's some rule, regulation, restriction. They need to be restrained. Something needs to be restrained, brought under restraint. And it's the second time that the heavens came back like this. So some people are just locked out. They can't come in. Okay, so there's some gatekeeping here. Some people are just locked out. They can't come in. There's people that are not allowed to be around us. They're blocked, and that's really what it is. We cannot give access to people. We need to learn how to rule and regulate, or we're not going to come out of the conditions currently exist in our life. I know a lot of us are looking around, seeing people get their comeuppance, seeing people get what's theirs. Some people have their children, or have their one type of child, maybe son, maybe daughter, talking to them, or have love in their life, like in the form of a man, or a mother that doesn't F them over, or a sister who's not completely unsafe to be around, or whatever. Or they have a work community that embraces them, or they have a living situation that's harmonious. We see people out there getting the things that we want, and we're thinking like God skipped us over, or God it's taking too long, and we're doing all the things, and but it's taking too long. There's more to the story, and through sitting there saying, but why, and not going deeper into the mystery, going deeper into the process, going deeper into the examination, or going deeper into like our own self-analysis, we're losing track of something. So I'm curious what the context is on just needing to lock the door, needing to learn how to rule, needing to learn how to regulate and restrict and reform, have this rules, we have rules, regulations, and restrictions. We have policies, procedures, and protocols. We have means, mechanisms, methodologies. We have theories, techniques, technologies. We have systems, structures, foundations. So these are parts of rulership. If some people go to school to become accountants and commanders, they learn to, command legions, and others learn how to command state, empire. It's called statecraft versus tradecraft or warcraft. It's statecraft. Do you understand? There is a community of rulers. This makes sense. And we're being advised to live amongst these because there's some type of rulership, there's some type of principality, be it divine or upon the earth, be it celestial or by cabal, that and it is divine. It is divine. It might be that we're the ruler of a priesthood. So we might have a coven of our own. Maybe it's a larger. A priesthood basically could be each chapter is a coven. A very rudimentary and rough example, but that can be true. Um, I feel like there's something global, and we are the head of a local chapter or some abstract version of that. Whether we know or don't know, we might not have even met this chapter yet. We might not need to go through the whole initiation and the whole nine, but we might have been born into high lineage or something. We don't know. It's of a divine. It's kind of like a priest king, a wisdom keeper kind of. I'm picking it up, girl. Something there, honey. Okay. We got some, yeah, queen. Mm-hmm. So you're a priestess to the goddess. On earth, we serve as queen, and we're very strong. We might possess some type of power. The Shaktis, those are very powerful. I'm getting Durga now, frankly. I'm getting Durga. Another word for her is Pele. Yeah, because we're very pure, and somebody's trying to seize upon us. Somebody's trying to take us by force. Oh, honey, I'm just gonna say something. I don't know. It keeps coming through. I don't know what to do with this. So transmit and leave it to the goddess. You know, when you tell a hoe what's up and they don't listen, and you warn them and they act like you didn't tell them, and then they're shocked when you already informed them of what would happen if they tried you, and you already informed them of what your boundaries were, and you already informed them that wouldn't work out well for them, and then they go ahead and do it, and then they're shocked that you respond that way. Whether it's to cut them out or to cut them off or to take space or whatever, what have you. And I'm getting that. I'm getting like they didn't hear you, they didn't believe you, and then they didn't respect you enough to like. So they basically thought they were better than you, or they knew better than you, or they could bypass or override or dismiss our boundaries. I don't understand the whole. But like it told us very clearly that they're a destroyer, and it didn't have all that hiding that you normally get. I normally get that they really hide up in these messages. It's so clear. It is so clear. Yeah. Ooh. There's that strength card I was talking about. Mm-mm. We are creating a new world for ourselves. We're stepping out of the system, the structure that we were placed in, where the conditions of our bondage, that was the program that was running. So we're like, there's somebody coming at us using floppy disk technology, and we've been a DVD drive or a flash drive for a minute. They're just really outdated. They're running a program that we've upgraded. We're like 4 or 5 generations past that program. And maybe they knew, maybe they met us at that time, but we're receiving really quite a bit of like blowback for just, leaning into ourselves and evolving, choosing to evolve, choosing to ascend, choosing to grow, to go forth and to prosper. Somebody feels some kind of way like they're offended, it's in the front. But really that means it's a fear, because first of all, we're inaccessible, unapproachable to them, even if we're right in front of them, even if they're communicating with us. And then we're also a reminder of the work that they're not doing. They're being forced to confront their own inadequacies and weaknesses, shortcomings and deficits. And I feel very afraid around people that can't see themselves, that can't confront and combat themselves. Okay, and then I do want to say somebody is using the black snake to some of the most evil work, evil energy, evil. It could be a Jezebel, Jonas, Judas spirit, or it could be the black snake, a dark witch. And they use feminine wealth to get there. I just feel like right now somebody's even trying to do the darker energy. It's not coming through. We've reached a state of perfection and somebody's enraged because we're no longer touchable. And they keep trying and they keep believing that they can find some loophole. They're a loophole creator and finder. That's their whole game, is loopholes and trickery. And it doesn't work with us. There's something fundamental that makes us unable for them to grasp, and it's driving them insane. They're infuriated by this. They can't let it go either. So yeah, that's an energy you can't engage. If you feed it, it will eat you. Let it die out on its own. It's gonna have to implode on itself. Yeah, so we got ourselves a dangerous asshole. I remember I was saying Para Brahman, the new teacher, a new teaching. Remember I said we the new head priest, senior priest. We, okay, so we have the power to end something, we have the power to change something by walking away from it or withdrawing our energy. Detaches the word. By detaching from something, we have the power to end something, to transform it. And that actually is what we're being called to do. We need to do that. Okay. So we need to confront our God duties and obligations because of how people are interacting with us, how people are showing up, how people are engaging with us. We possess great power, especially great spiritual power. We're also highly favored, blessed, chosen, and anointed. And allowing too much disrespect will get that person really messed up, but eventually some of that blowback will happen on us because they'll continue to get messed up. First of all, we can't allow people to disrespect us. It'll cut all of the karma down. There's something about this, and we don't always have to combat or confront the person. We can just withdraw our energies and walk away. A lot of times when we're fighting with a person, they take care of themselves because all we have to do is stay above it. And the fact that they won't stoop to their level, they'll keep getting worse and worse and worse until they destroy themselves. It's always how it happens. Usually we throw the ball back eventually, then we get caught in it with them. But if we don't engage, I don't know why this is really, really relevant. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the pleasure to do so. If anything that was said resonates deeply with you, like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review. For questions and a donation, take good care. Bye.